Hello there and welcome to the channel. My name is Simon and you're watching Walking Talking Gardeners. And in this video I'm going to be talking to you about those 5 mistakes that you would want to avoid when it comes to growing and planting your wisteria. Now I'll be honest with you, there are a lot more than 5 mistakes that you can make when it comes to growing these, so there might be 1 or 2 extra ones sneaking in. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's get on with the first one.
Mistake number 1. Never buy when not in bloom.
Yeah, this is arguably one of the biggest problems that you can get when it comes to buying wisteria. You want to buy them in flower. Now, a typical seed-grown wisteria can take up to 20 years to come into flower. Now, that's not what you're going to be buying in your garden centre. You'll be choosing from a range of selected forms, and these selected forms would have been grafted onto a rootstock, and these can take between about 3 and 5 years to flower because that grafting stresses the plants, brings forward that flowering period. Now, these are grown in huge numbers, particularly in northern Italy, and quite often some of these grafts, they will fail. The selected variety that's been put on top will die, and then the rootstock will actually grow through. So you could actually be purchasing a standard rootstock plant, paying full price for a grafted selected cultivar, wait 10, 15, 20 years for it to flower and find out it's the wrong flipping plant. So be really careful with that. It just takes so long. You don't want to be spending years of your life waiting for your beloved wisteria to flower only to find out it was the wrong one. I mean, that's just, oh, it's heartbreaking. Anyway, so be very careful. I know it's not always possible depending on the time of year you're going to be buying your wisteria, but if you can, buy one that has flowered and you can guarantee that the one you're buying is the one that's on the label. That's a very important one.
Mistake number 2. Provide suitable support.
Oh, I see this problem all the time. Now, I can understand why. When you buy your young plants, the stems are extending, they're wispy, they're light, they're not any concern to anybody, and you'll often see people put them on a piece of trellis, on the back of a fence panel, or maybe in a pergola. But these are absolute monsters over time. If you go to any old English village, you'll see these 50-year-old, 100-year-old wisteria specimens, and they are absolutely humongously large, thick, twisted, woody stems, and an awful lot of weight. So you have to make sure that you're looking long term as to what your wisteria is going to be. Otherwise, there can be problems. If you put them next to weak structures, the weight of these wisterias can pull these structures down, and you just got to be very careful that they're not a danger to life and limb as time goes on. So look at it long term, plant it in a position where over the years it will support its weight. Don't be silly and put it on a weak piece of timber that in time will just fall over, won't be able to cope with it. So there you go. Always make sure you're planting your wisteria on a suitably strong structure.
Mistake number 3. Choose the right location.
Noisy. The temptation for many gardeners is to plant the plant they've purchased and put it in a position that they want to put it in. Well, you can't really do that with wisteria. They need to be planted in a position of full sun. Don't accept any other positions that are semi-shaded, full shaded, because you're going to really impact the flowering, and it's the flowering that you're trying to get from these flowers. That's why you bought it in the first place. So they require absolutely full sun, and while I'm there, when you're planting it, they need to be in a position that is well drained. So the soil needs to be well drained. If you have waterlogged or heavy soils, then there's a risk of these plants picking up some nasty fungal infections. They are prone to phytophthora. They're also prone to honey fungus. So there you go. You want a free, well drained soil, and I'm going to say it again, absolutely full sun every single time. Oh, hold on a minute.
If you're finding this video useful or even just mildly amusing, then don't forget to click the thumbs up, press on that subscription, and if you want to be notified of whenever we release a new video, then click on that notification bell. It helps us more than you know, and it allows us to do stupid visits like this in the future. Anyway, let's continue to find out what old boiled butt has to say. Put my bloody glasses back on. Too hot, too sunny. It's too lovely.
Mistake number 4. Pruning.
Yes, pruning, often done incorrectly. There are two periods in the year when you prune your wisteria, unlike for most other plants once. There'll be a summer pruning and there will be a winter pruning. Do not prune your wisteria in the spring because you'll be removing the flowers. So let's go into them one by one. I'll try and make it as simple and as clear as I can because it's a little bit technical. Let's try and get it right down to the basics to make it easy to understand. So the first one, summer pruning. So after flowering, so we're looking at July, August time, you're going to get a huge amount of invigorated stem growth coming off. And if you've got that plant growing on the side of your house, it's going to be getting in the gutters, in the windows, trying to get through the door. It's an absolute mess. So take those long, new extended stems and cut them back to approximately 4 or 5 leaves. That way you'll halt that vigorous growth and also help to encourage new bud growth for the following year. So that is just summer flowering, summer pruning. Oh, I'm getting so old. Now your winter pruning is undertaken around about January, February time when the plant is entirely dormant and there's no leaf bud coming through. Now those long extending growths that you cut back into the summer, you're going to be working on those same stems and you're cutting those back to about 2 or 3 leaf buds, and that is it. That is all the pruning done. That will keep your plant tidy for the new growing season and also allows your new blooms to be seen because there won't be so much foliage in the way. And there you go. It is as simple as that. Don't listen to anyone who makes it more complicated. That is how to prune your wisteria.
Mistake number 5. Maintaining your wisteria.
Yes, ongoing maintenance. So this is the last one. I'm going to stick a few in this one. Firstly, during periods of drought over the summer, which we do experience a lot in the UK, don't forget to give additional water over the summer period, especially if you planted it against a south brick wall, because the brick wall will suck out a lot of moisture. If it dries out, it suffers environmental stress, and that will reduce flowering come the spring. Next one is avoid overfeeding. Don't put down regular high nitrogen fertilizers as you would many of your other garden plants. Pare back on the feeding. They would do better with a bit of neglect regarding that, but if you do want to feed a high potash fertilizer to again encourage those blooms. And the third one is if you are planting it by a solid structure, just if you can, just make sure that the foundations are solid, because over the years, like I say, 50 years, 100 years, these roots can get in and they can uplift and damage the foundations of walls if they've not been built properly. So there you have it. Those are my 5 mistakes to avoid. If you've got any additional ones that you want to add, then put that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye. Right, now, just before you go, if you want to see more content, more behind the scenes stuff and images that I've taken of some weird freaky plants over the years, then you're in luck, because we've created an Instagram page. So you can find the link in our description. You can find the link on our main page, and if I'm clever enough, I might be able to get a link somewhere up there. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more YouTube stuff, then check out this video here. That's quite a good one. And if it doesn't float your boat, then another one right there. And
enjoy these while still got the strength, imagination and aptitude to make them. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.